It has been a season full of twists and turns, and it all reaches a crescendo here tonight as EA Sports so proud to welcome you to the marquee event of the NFL calendar, Super Bowl Sunday. Tonight, it is all on the line. We play for the Lombardi Trophy, as it'll be the AFC champion Cincinnati Bengals taking on the NFC champions, the Green Bay Packers. Here now is Cam Little out to get us started. And off we go here on Sunday Night Primetime. And they will not get a chance to return this one.
You can take it all in when it's over. Right now, you've got the biggest game of your life to win.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. As you can see, they're not operating at full health today, partner. That's been a big story the last couple of weeks.
They continue to go out there and play and give their best performances.
This throw left side is caught by Tolbert. It'll go as a gain of 4.
Always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
And we got a pause following the play because it appears a member of the Bengals in some discomfort. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. From the 48-yard line, here's a 2nd down and 9.
Yellow.
Mahomes now to throw. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
Now Mahomes. Will find his rookie wideout from Ohio State here. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 35. Solid opening drive so far, Charles. They've moved this football into field goal range, but you know that they want to cap this off with 6 and not 3.
Absolutely. As one of the better coaches in the league always tells me, on offense, I want their body blows all game long and finish it with uppercuts. Well, here are the body blows right now. He's hoping in one uppercut will take care of the end of this drive.
Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's a 2nd down and 4. They'll motion the tight end across the formation. An inside run with Jenkins. And a hard-working run here as he's got it inside the 20, down to the 17. 12 yards that time and a Cincinnati first down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. Right side, it's the tight end, Hockenson. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. 2 yards left on 2nd down from the 9.
Second and 2.
It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up 1st and goal.
And what a weapon to have when you can use your quarterback as a short yardage runner and pick up first downs.
A chance for the first points of this Super Bowl. It's 1st and goal. Throwing now is Mahomes. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Zay Flowers, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Bengals are on the board first here in this Super Bowl. A long opening drive, but a very successful opening drive. We call that methodical, I guess, when it takes that many plays.
Methodical and almost like a boxing match where you're hitting them with body blows. They can withstand them here. Look, they gave up the touchdown, but you don't feel like a knockout is there. But they keep doing that in the 4th quarter. that's when the knockout occurs.
And it becomes tough for that defense if they're on the field that long. We'll see if they can continue that in future drives. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. So now it's the Packers' turn to go on offense for the first time. Looking to put a drive together. They'll start on the ground here on first down. The first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14.
Panther 60, Panther 60. Go.
They'll set up to throw. Setting up the receiver screen here to Thomas. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play. And now 3rd down and 6 to go. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Ready. Cougar 19. Panther 60, Ready.
Hands it off out of the gun. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
I think sometimes when you're trying to get after the quarterback, maybe it's better to be lucky than great, because I think on that one, he's just trying to get upfield and rush the passer. Instead, the tackle for the loss landed right in his lap.
They'll have to deal with a 2nd and 14 now after the loss. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Now 3rd down and 14.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Hurt. 18 Cardinal. Go.
They'll look to throw. Oh, he had a man open. He overshot him. It's incomplete.
Oh, man, that is just a flat miss. He's in the pocket. The protection holds up. He sees his man come free, but maybe he just gets a little excited about the prospect of a long touchdown.
Dances by him. Well, on that punt, we've got a man shaken up. Hopefully, obviously, nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. Setting up a screen for Judkins.
Nice job by the defense figuring that play out and holding it to a short game, but I don't think the offense is going to be daunted. They actually accomplished their goal there. Now they've got them aware that they can throw a screen at them, maybe to slow the pass rush down a little bit, and they can throw it downfield.
To throw, it's Mahomes. Throw caught by Flowers. 3 catches for him now in this first quarter of the Super Bowl.
An 8-yard pickup. And the Bengals first down.
On first down, here's Judkins. And he'll get nothing there. Stopped right at the line as that will wind us down to the end of this first quarter of play. The biggest game, the biggest stage, Super Bowl 63, 1 quarter in the books. 7-0 is our score. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Second quarter action about ready to start here. Super Bowl 63. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis bringing you all the action. Second quarter action about ready to start here. Super Bowl 63. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis bringing you all the action. Here's Mahomes to throw. Open man here is Scott, complete. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
That's a pretty play there coming out of the backfield, but as that back, you've got to be conscious of making sure you're securing the football. When you get out in open field, sometimes you get a little loose with it as you're trying to get up the head of steam. Make sure you keep it close to your body because those defenders are trying to punch it free. He does a nice job there protecting the ball and picking up a first down.
Mahomes gets it out quickly, and it's complete out wide. And that's good for a gain of 6, and it'll be second down.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
All right, go, Lou. Attack, attack.
Mahomes going to throw. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that will bring up second down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers 30.
First down, Bengals.
A give up the middle, Judkins. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much.
43! I don't need to. Hey,
now here's Mahomes. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
He had some real defensive resistance there, saying not so fast to a good drive. They had marched to the end zone the last time out.
Gonna need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack from Mahomes and company. Now back to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Flowers. Just a gain of a couple there. And that'll bring up 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. Seibert able to knock this one through. So another scoring drive there, Charles, and an early 2-score lead.
They feel good about their opportunities the rest of the game.
And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Packers offense here coming back out for their second drive. Nothing for them yet from an offensive standpoint, down 10-zip as they come up 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39.
Offense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction. That's often the end result.
Let's go now. 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
Right back to him on 1st down. And slow going there as he'll only get a yard, maybe, up to the 41. 2 minutes on the clock in the second quarter of this Super Bowl. From the 41, here's a 2nd and 8. They're going to look to throw. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. He'll go down as a gain of 6. And now we've got a 3rd and 3.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
Cowboy, 18 Rattler, 18 Rattler. 60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat. Hut, hut.
They'll set up a throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he is going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Yeah, these are the types of plays they're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this game. It hasn't been the greatest of first halves, but this is a nice throw here on 3rd down, and they keep the drive going.
And he stopped immediately there. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. One back in the backfield. He'll get the carry. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
What an advantage having a lead guy to build a defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Ready?
Here's 2nd and 8. He's got Watson. It's caught. Touchdown, Packers. 8 yards on the touchdown pass. And the Packers are on the board here in this Super Bowl. So the late touchdown there, and that certainly changes things as we move toward halftime.
Yeah, and there's a potential for things to change even more because, remember, they get the ball first to start the 3rd quarter. So they could potentially double up here and take the lead. A great opportunity for them.
Now the try here for the point after. And they're back within a field goal. It's 10-7 now.
Makes the score. Bengals
So that drive takes them down the field in 8 plays. And it was all capped off by a touchdown catch from Christian Watson.
Cam Little to kick off.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
The
Bengal offense going to see the ball one more time in this first half. And leading 10-7, they may just want to get this to the locker room. A little over 20 seconds remaining in the half as they'll line up here 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
From the 41, Mahomes. A 6-yard pass on back-to-back plays. Picks up the first. Now the Bengals going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Back to throw now on 1st down. To the sideline and incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Mahomes. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives him a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
He's going to throw one up for the end zone. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. So halftime now here on Sunday night primetime. Let's get it to Scott Hanson in Orlando with our halftime report.
All right, Brandon, thanks much. Scott Hanson, good to be with you from the Orlando EA Sports Studios with an abridged halftime report. This one shaping up to be a tight one, as evidenced by the scoreboard. Both these teams playing it close to the vest in the first half. What will happen in the second half? Let's find out as we send it back to the stadium and our commentary team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Okay, Scott, thank you. And this one's still anybody's game. We'll see who can come out with a hot hand in this second half as we are about to get underway. These two teams sat through a longer than usual 30-minute wait, but we're back in action here in this Super Bowl. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. Looking to put a drive together.
19, Tiger, 9.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
2nd and 12 at the 32-yard line.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Well, when the running game's not working, sometimes you just got to take a few more chances down the field. That's a good effort, but it winds up incomplete.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Hard throw, incomplete.
3rd down.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
51 yards on the punt there. And the Bengals take over 1st and 10. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. Looks again for T.J. Hockenson, and now the ball comes loose. And out across midfield down to the 45. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Going underneath, he's got Hockenson.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
Going underneath, he's got Hockenson. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And now that sets up 3rd and 2. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
2 yards still to go. 3rd down now. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And this is going to result in another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 25-yard line. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another 1st. On the carry, this is Scott. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
Aiden Hutchinson on the tackle. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6. At the 21.
They go again with Scott. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19.
Brandon, one thing about blitzes, they really confuse offensive linemen at times. And what you have to do is lock in on the guy right in front of you. If you don't, you saw the end result. Defensive tackle ended up making the play.
This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And it's intercepted at the goal line. He picked it in the end zone. They're glad he brought it out all the way across midfield into enemy territory.
And don't think for a second that some teammates didn't tell him to stay in the end zone, right? What he did there, to me, was the equivalent of baseball running through the third base coach's signal to stop at third.
It's only good if you're safe.
And he ended up, to me, this counts as safe. That's a great return.
And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. Now this game. It has obviously been all about the defense on both sides of the football. Which offense is going to break through here? We'll see if they can do it on this drive. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. 3rd quarter of the biggest spectacle in sport, the Super Bowl. Thanks for joining us, everybody. 2nd and 10. Pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. Finally hauled down for the 1st time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. So they'll wind up losing 5 yards on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down. On now is the Packers punter. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback. Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Looking to put a drive together. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. And we got a pause following the play because it appears a member of the Bengals in some discomfort. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now Mahomes. Got a man and he hits him in stride. So they'll get 8 out of that completion. And that'll bring up a 2nd down in just a couple.
Brings up 2nd and 2. At the 38-yard line.
Now Scott. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now they go from 2nd and 2 to a tough 3rd and 4.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
Mahomes now to throw. That is caught. Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Zay Flowers, his second touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Bengals will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the third. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. The kicking team out now for the Bengals as they'll send this one away. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. Green Bay's offense ready to go again. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
At the 38-yard line.
Come on, set. 6, ready.
This is Thomas. He's still on his feet. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
70 line.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. That one caught downfield by Watson. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. And we got a pause following the play because it appears a member of the Bengals in some discomfort. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. From the 13 now, they work on first and 10.
Ready. 60 Bobcat. 18 Cardinal. 18 Cardinal. Say, hey. Hurt. 60 Maverick. Trap 60.
Flag comes out, and that's because the offense did not get the play off in time.
And you can see the head coach, he is not happy. Everyone getting away from him right now because he's frustrated that they didn't get the ball snapped in time.
So that'll set the offense back 5, make it first and 15.
Set, ring alert. 19 Tiger. 70 Rangers. 19 Lions. 18 Pioneer. Ready.
He'll look to throw. Now he's going to step up and run. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
No. Hey, Smash. I got it.
Second and 15. And he's got it. Touchdown. From 17 yards out. And the Packers were able to get a score back in the final stages of this third quarter.
The tight end position has always been dangerous, especially in the red zone, short field. But now even more so because these tight ends aren't necessarily the tight ends of old. They're the rocked-up wide receivers who have a little bit more speed, way harder to cover than before.
For the extra point.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. 3 quarters in the books. 1 to go here in Super Bowl 63 in that final frame after this timeout. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Time to get down to the nitty-gritty, the fourth quarter here of Super Bowl 63. Time to get down to the nitty-gritty, the fourth quarter here of Super Bowl 63. Bengals offense returns to the field. And the tension ratcheting up all around. A one-score game, fourth quarter of the Super Bowl. This is what you folks came for. Every play with the potential to win or lose a title as they look to drain some time off this clock. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be second down.
And for the defense, this is a spot where you don't want to totally sell out to stop the run, but you do have a pretty good idea of what you're going to see. And that's good work right there to keep them in check on that first down carry.
Got his man complete over the middle. That's Scott. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. It's a gain of 13, and the Bengals have a first down.
Bengals first down.
Yellow.
They'll run with Scott. Broken tackle. Down to about the 45. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Throwing now is Mahomes. He's got his tight end over the middle, T.J. Hockenson. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 23. A good pickup there, 22. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Yellow.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
To throw, it's Mahomes. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. Well, a nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Back to throw again. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. Big hook up there, forced to throw it on 3rd down. The connection's going to keep the drive alive and also keep the clock moving.
Yeah, and from a defensive perspective, didn't get a sack, didn't knock the ball free, didn't break up the pass. The clock keeps running on you. You're in a dire situation now.
And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1. 2nd and goal from the 1.
Yellow.
They'll motion out one of the tight ends. He'll try again. And this time he'll work his way in. Touchdown, Bengals.
And that right there is the definition of a statement drive. You're in the 4th quarter, trying to get to the finish line, and here they were able to hold the ball for a long time and move it down the field. And how about them finishing it off with the touchdown run? Winning football 101, check that box.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And able to get this out to the 25. The Green Bay offense ready to take over. And we're at the time of this Super Bowl where, look, they need points. And they need them badly. Trailing here in the 4th quarter as they begin this drive 1st and 10. Looking to put a drive together. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. 2nd down.
40-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Cardinal. Let's go.
They'll set up to throw. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done.
First down. First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Hey, motion.
Looking to throw. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
That's not the first time they've gone his way on this drive, and they were obviously keyed into him because they were there to help break that pass up.
Now it's 2nd and 10.
Ready.
They'll drop to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 38-yard line.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 29-yard line.
On play action, they'll throw. This is caught. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. Here we go, 1st and goal.
Check smash. Hawk 70. Ready.
They'll look to throw again. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a one-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, you get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
And we got a pause following the play because it appears a member of the Bengals in some discomfort. So the Packer kickoff team set to go as they will kick this one away. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout, and we will. We've got an injured Packer on the field. The Bengals drive about to get going. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see him take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. There he goes left side. And he makes it all the way down to the 19.
They picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Yellow. 180.
Now flags, and we're going to get a delay of game.
Delay of game, offense.
Penalty accepted, and that pushes him back 5. So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game.
Hey, 43, 15.
Mahomes going to throw it here. It's caught. Tolbert. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Here's Scott. And he will have a Bengals first down, and it's celebration time on that sideline, and they've earned it. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts.
Yellow.
As they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them. Bengal Nation rejoice. Cincinnati has given you the Super Bowl title. the Super Bowl champions, they etch their name forever in NFL immortality.
That's pretty phenomenal right there. It actually gave me chills just to hear you say that, because immortality forever and ever. When you look in the record books, you'll see this team, you'll see their picture, that your name will be a part of it. That's got to be an incredible feeling, because it's been a long journey to get there, and now they get a chance to enjoy it.
So that'll do it for another remarkable season of the NFL on EA Sports. For my partner, Charles Davis, all of our crew, for all of you at home, I'm Brandon Gaudin. We'll do it all again come the fall. Till